Hey everyone, how are you today? It's Thursday. I am back. I am back doing another Facebook Live. Um, Pretty exciting. I've been getting a lot of chatter over a variety of things, which is really exciting. So I thought I would bring some of these things to the table to see if you find it helpful. One thing that's come up is event swag. You know, the things that you give away. If you have an exhibitor table or a booth at a trade show, or if you are attending an event and want to just give something away besides your business card. And as you know, you get a whole bunch of stuff, right? Things that typically wind up in the trash, right? And so what I thought I would do is show you some of the stuff that I have collected over time to see if you find it interesting. And for sure, weigh in if you've got some questions about events and trade shows, okay? I put up one of the banners that I use or have recently used for an event that I did that had a superhero theme. For those of you who have been to my website prior to a couple of weeks ago, saw that a good portion of my brand identity was using superheroes and sort of a superhero vibe. And so when I would either speak to an audience or have a table and do giveaways, I kept true to that theme and kind of carried it through. I'll show you a couple of things that I gave away. And I apologize, because I'm working off an iPhone, everything is backwards, right? It's all inverted, which I cannot stand. And so if any of you have a workaround when you are doing a Facebook Live presentation to invert all of this, that would be swell. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so, hey, Christine, welcome to the party. We're talking about swag. Okay, so superhero theme. What I did is I put together little workbooks, things that I wanted to sell while I was there. And instead of just collecting people's information or having it in a print version, I actually put them on USBs. So for those who know what a flash drive is, only I put them on superhero USBs in these cute little tins. Do you see this? And I had 5 superheroes represented. Here's Superman. Can you see Superman here with the little Superman on the back, and right, Green Lantern, and of course Spidey, right, with spiderweb. And so I branded the bottom of the tin, which kind of represents a gift, if you will. But when you take the top off, they are in this little material that holds them in place, and you wind up having them on a keychain. And believe it or not, this is a USB. It's a little twisted, but you pull off its head, so serious, and voila, you have the USB and all of your goodies on here. You could put a bunch of your free stuff. In my case, I actually had a whole bunch of free stuff on this USB that people could take with them. And you will notice that on its bum, well, we can't tell on this one. Let me pull out Green Lantern. I'll show you him instead. On Green Lantern, I branded his bum. See? So my logo is actually on his backside, so that people will remember where they got it if they deleted all the material on the USB, which I thought was really kind of a fun little twist, right? As well, I gave away wristbands. Wristbands are really popular. And these are so cheap. I got them at Oriental Trading Company, and you can get them in bulk, and they have all these different sayings on them. Like this one says wham. Again, backwards. Sorry. I can't do anything about it until someone teaches me what to do. And this one says boom. And this one says crash, I believe, right? Crash backwards. Hello. Anyway, the point is this. So now you can see this theme, right? Like my banner is branded superhero. I've got my cute little tins, right? That you pop the top off. They're branded on the bottom. And then you can also have the little USB where his head pops off. And you can actually put material on these USBs that you can give away for free or you can sell, right? And then, of course, the very, very clever wristbands. So on some level, you're always branded. One of the things I'm asked often is if you co-brand something, if you have some outlier that doesn't necessarily match the brand. I actually did that with this banner system. You will notice if you actually were either standing on your head or you could flip your brain over or something, you could see that the top says Got Moolah, and it talks about Moolah being money and Moolah G, which is my book, as I showed last time. Remember when we did a Facebook presentation last time? I was at this particular event trying to promote my book as well. So you can see that it's starting to work together as a cohesive theme. I also put together display material that I put on foam core. See the heel on the back, right? So you just pop this open and you pop this down, and then all of a sudden it literally will stand up by itself. They're very inexpensive. They look really nice and very disposable, right? Light, you can put them in your suitcase if you're traveling. Again, I repeated the whole theme, right? The whole superhero theme, staying true to the color palette of my book, so that even though the book was an outlier in my whole setup or my whole series, it actually kind of worked together as a cohesive set. So I happen to really love my little superhero plan. It doesn't always work for everybody, but I always encourage people to come up with something that really is reflective of their business or their brand, something that will speak to the brand. And in this particular case, my superhero theme made sense, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of other things. As you know, hand sanitizer seems to be like the catch-all for giveaways, and sometimes I find that that's a little bit boring. Pearl Vision, who is one of my clients, and some great folks. I actually buy my eyewear there, and you know I always wear glasses. If you see any of my pictures and stuff, that's my thing. I get those at Pearl Vision, so plug for them. They give away eyeglass cleaner, right? They give away eyeglass cleaner, and they give an eyeglass cloth as well, right? So really nice. But they're two separate pieces. And wouldn't it be cool if they could be somehow packaged together? Well, iBobs actually did that. iBobs has a little hanging display piece that not only do you get the glass cleaner and the wipe, but you also get a screwdriver. Look at this. So if you need to do a little touch up on the road, how awesome is that? So this basically takes the Pearl Vision concept, right, up a notch. I don't know what the price difference would be, but I really think that this is clever and kind of an eye catcher, especially when you're trying to figure out a way to be different. Same product, same solution, right? Different packaging and an extra tool. Back to the hand sanitizer. As you know, a lot of people give that away, and a lot of people brand it. So my friends over at Children's Hospital, I love them. They have been very, very good to my family. My son has visited them often over the course of his lifetime. So we're very familiar with Children's Hospital. This is a very, very clever hand sanitizer. It kind of is in the shape of a pen, right? So it's kind of cool. And of course it's branded as everything is. But they also give away, and this is really cool, I didn't want to take it out of the wrapper, is a Band-Aid dispenser. How fun is that? So you can have this cute little plastic case in your purse or your diaper bag or something like that. So you got your little hand sanitizer and you've got your Band-Aid dispenser, and it's all branded. Same thing. Notice the color combination. This is really, really important as you are trying to give away something that represents your brand, but is also useful, right? We want people to use this thing. Unless you're me and I just collect them and never take them out of their package because I just adore all of this little swag business. My friends over at Meristem, another client of ours, decided to do hand sanitizer in instant foam. What? How fun is that? A little pump, a lot of foam. So now it's about an experience. It isn't the typical slippery, gooey gel kind of hand sanitizer. So certainly a clever way to create a giveaway that leaves an impression, right? So I like that. I like that idea a lot. My friends over at the University of Minnesota, where my son goes, ooh, go Gophers, they give away idea journals. How clever is this? So you can come up with a branded little pocket idea journal, and you open it up, and this is my very, very favorite way to take notes, by the way. I don't use rule lines. I use these fantastic squares. Do you love this? So I have something I'll show you. So when I take notes on paper like this. I don't know if that's a creative thing or I don't know, right brain, left brain thing, but that's what I like to do. So I was really drawn to this little treasure. When you open it up, there are amazing quotes on the bottom. So there might be a way for you to customize your little note journal, right? Like this one from Thomas Edison. I have to put on my pearl glasses, my pearl vision glasses so I can read to you, but I'll give it a try. Hold it way out here. I readily absorb ideas from every source. I never pick up an item without thinking of how I might improve it, right? So just a very, very clever way to be top of mind with your tribe by giving them just a cute little idea journal. I love this. Okay, next. I got a couple more little treasures I want to show you. This. How awesome is this? This is a Post-it note dispenser. What? I mean, how cool is this? So, branded 4 sides. It's got a branded transparency on each Post-it note. And it just sits so clever, like a cute little tchotchke on your desk, and you pull off a Post-it note, unless you're me and you don't use the Post-it notes, and they just literally sit on your desk as something to admire and adore every day. But how fun to be able to dispense a Post-it note like this, right? Okay, I'm loving it. I don't know about you, but such a clever way to get your name out there without always just, pushing your brand on people who just maybe just want the solution that the little swag provides. This I thought was really clever. A little secret about me. I own a sewing machine and I sew and I know just enough to be dangerous. I can even go so far as to put in a zipper. But if you ask me to do pleats and actually manufacture garments, I'm out. Like that's not my deal. But if I had to sew straight lines, I totally would. And I also know how to crochet because my grandmother taught me how to do it. So I'm always fascinated by fabric and yarn and what can be made, crafty wise with either of those things. And I was at an event and received this little pouch, right? No branding on the pouch, which is always intriguing to me because here's the thing. You're not trying to cram the brand down my throat, right? You just give me this cute little pouch. Love that idea. So I open it up and I'm like, what could be inside? Wow. Oh, these tiny little skeins of yarn with a belly band. This is called a belly band, okay? So this piece of paper that's just a strip of paper that wraps around something is called a belly band. I actually have another example of that. You are at your table, right? And you're handing out your collateral materials. Most people just hand you a piece of paper or receive a piece of paper. You print it on let's say a 9.5 by 11 piece of paper, right? Right. Well, why wouldn't you take your 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper and on one side type the words, if I can show you without tearing this thing apart. Anyway, on one side is your content. On the other side is a cool pattern. And then you wrap it in a strip of paper and you tape it, right? Scotch tape, super cheap. And you tape it, and instead of handing them a folder full of stuff, or your brochure isn't really great, you hand them a scroll with a belly band. Okay, just had to say that. Anyway, so inside I got 2 little teeny tiny skeins of yarn. These are adorable. I'll never use them, but they are too cute to not do something with. They're branded so adorable, such a great thing. And of course, the booth, was obviously a yarn manufacturer, right? So that makes perfect sense, giving little samples of what it is that you produce. Okay. Two more things, and then we're going to be done. And if anyone has any questions, just chime in. I went to the Salo party recently. And for those of you in Minneapolis, you know who Salo is. And each year they give away a piece of swag. Last year, it was a magic 8 ball to represent their 13 years in business. Like, how clever is this? It literally is the old-fashioned magic 8 ball. I got the word yes. I don't know if you can see that. Woohoo! It's yes. But anyway, their logo, of course, is on it. It's more so on the box, right? But what a great presentation. They bought them in bulk. I don't know who their manufacturer is, but how clever to receive something and all of the words, which you can't read because they're all backwards, speak to what they're going to do for the year. Like, we are prepared for change. Do you have the right talent at the top? Blah, blah, blah. It's just completely about their brand. The year before, in the same kind of a box, they gave away their Salo Lucky Cat, which this thing I treasure, and it sits on my desk all the time because inside was a note card that talked about rub its belly, make a wish, become, wildly famous and successful, which we all want. And of course, they copied me and put their mark on its bum. But I just love this thing. And these are the things that stick around for a very long period of time and they don't wind up in the trash, right? One last thing, and we will wrap. I just ran across the cutest little thing, very inexpensive. It looks like this. You see this? Adorable little thing. This is a piece of clay. They come in a multitude of colors. And this is from a company called Seeds of Happiness, seedsofhappiness.com. I tripped on them, and basically this came to be by accident. They wanted to give smiles to people. So what I did is I bought a bunch of these. They're $2 a piece with a white bottom that I can buy my RE with my dot stamp, and I can stamp the bottom of these things and put in their Seeds of Happiness card that tells the story and my business card. Oh, I just happen to have one here to show you. Here it is. Merry Christmas to all my pals. Those people that you stumble across in the month of December and you just want to give them just a token of your appreciation for their friendship and their referrals. A little clay smiley happiness in my token red. See the red dot? Red. It's all matching with my business card and the Seeds of Happiness story and, a little scrunchie in this cute little bag, right? So, in closing, my point is you can come up with some really, really, really amazing swag options for not very much money. But I would just say to you that if you're going to invest, do something that someone is going to appreciate or understand, repurpose, re-gift, or like me, keep on your desk indefinitely because you just think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. Anyway, I hope you found these tools to be helpful, or these examples. I apologize again that my entire world is backwards. Really frustrating. So Facebook Live experts, will you please help me figure out how I can invert everything so everyone can read what I want to show you? By holding the camera, it's really jerky and people get car sick. So we don't want to do that to them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed our couple of minutes together. For more information on events and trade shows, I left the link on the post. Feel free to look around at kellylucente.com. If there's anything I can do to help you or serve you, please send me a comment. Happy to help you if I can. We're here for you. Okay, have a great Thursday, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.